dancers in Okata. I need at least 2 ladies and 1 gentleman. Who are the best dancers? Who are the best dancers? Yeah, send me 1 gentleman and 2 ladies. 1 gentleman and 2 ladies. Okay. Oh, where are the 2 ladies? I need some ladies. Ladies, where are you? Yeah, just come. Just come. If you're a lady and you know how to dance and you're good, just come. Okay, good. Please come on stage. All right, great. Okada, oh yeah. Okada, oh yeah. Please come here on stage. Come here on stage. The queen dancers, because we can't be talking about wellness and we don't show that we are well. Yes or yes. So this is what we are going to do. Rather than hiring, some performer out there, we are going to do our own performance here. Yeah, I like this man here. Yeah, this area, so wellness. So no. So this is what we are going to do. So DJ, give us a song that can really hype us up. And then, so Ethan Musolini is my name, but friends call me Muso. So if you want to become my friend, call me who? Muso. So, and then we are going to do Musorobics. Musorobics, we do whatever I do and what my chosen king and queen dancers do. So I'll step in front. What I do is what you do. Then I'll tap onto someone. They'll dance for a few seconds. Whoever is in front, what they do is what you do. Yes? Yes or yes? We'll do it Okata style. Yeah? All right. DJ, give us, I have no idea what DJ is going to give us. And DJ, pull up. Please remember to smile, be happy. Turn to your neighbor and tell them at Okata we smile. Okay? Tell your neighbor that smiling is wellness. Yeah, so that's what you have to communicate. You can't sell wellness out there when you're looking gloomy and angry. So, and when you smile, you use less energy, you look more handsome, more beautiful, and you keep looking younger. Yes or yes? Yes. Good. So are you ready to smile? If you're ready to smile, say aye. Fantastic. DJ, give it to us. With a smile, remember? Where are you guys? All right, let's welcome Madam. You want to do it? All right. Please. Okay, go. Show us. Yes, go. All right, Madam, go. Come on, follow her. What she's doing, you do. Okay, get the gentleman. Huh? All right, follow him. Let's give them a applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give our king and queen dancers another round of applause. Good, let's, well done, boss. Fantastic, well done. But the last hand for this man, I don't know what he's eating. Elias, I need to see you after here. This guy, whatever he's feeding on, God knows. This one doesn't need any more wellness products. Can you ever give them high fives? What's your theme again? All right. Arise. Arise and? Arise and shine. Okay. Rise for good. Arise to greatness. Fantastic. I like that. Turn to him and tell them, arise to greatness.
Arise to greatness.
And today is the day. Turn to him and tell them, today is the day. Yeah, because you see, in life, so the media team, let me know, you want me to stay up or come down? I stay up, eh? Okay, good. So, first of all, I'm happy to be here. And Elias, where are you? Elias is there. Let me wave. So we've been neighbors for several years. He's a good man. And what's actually interesting is that I asked Elias to pick me. I was at Sheraton this morning. I had a meeting. So I said, Elias, can you pick me up? He said, yes. So when I was just seated there, I received a phone call. Say, hey, this is Council Magezi Mohozi. And I'm like, oh, he's another Mohozi now. So after seeing the guy in the car, I noticed that it was Magezi Mohozi. And that Magezi you see there, our firstborns were both born at Kololo Hospital at the same time, 10 years ago. And then I've been a neighbor to Elias for several years. And right now, I'm sure Elias, you've just known that detail. So he's been shocked. So even Magezi, like Elias will be shocked when he hears this. So the two of them, you know, Elias didn't know about that detail. And over 10 years ago, I spoke at Maryhill High School, and Elias's wife was in the audience. She was young then, of course. Now she's a wife and a mother, and so I touched her. So the point I'm making is, in life, so I know by divine design, I'm here on purpose and design. So there are no accidents in life. But the other thing I want to highlight is, it's not, any business can work if you work it. But not every business can stay running. It depends on who is running the business. It depends on what we call the spirit. What's the core? What's the drive behind that business? And I always want to see who is behind the business. And I will tell you, for the number of years I've known Elias and the wife and Magezi, these are credible, wonderful human beings you can bet your name on. And so when I got to know about this OCAD, I knew Elias based on the previous business he was in. When he told me that he's here, I said, Elias, I will come. Just give me the date. Let's agree on the time. I want to meet your team. I want to support your vision, because I know he has a clean heart, a great heart, and wants to drive, has a genuine heart to make business work and to see people grow. So for me, I wanted to underline that even before I start speaking. So when I'm speaking, I always talk about clarity, mindset, strategies, skill sets, and mastery. And first, I want to share my story. Some of you know my story, some of you don't know. How many of you know my personal story by show of hands? Like my background, my personal story by show of hands, apart from people like Elias? Anyone? Okay. So, I was born in a place called Ruti. Ruti is 3 kilometers Mbarara Kabale Road. Anyone knows a place called Ruti by show of hands? Okay, so it's about 10 of us know. I was born in a very humble background, and humble is a political word for saying very poor. If you ever hear someone say very humble, just know that is poverty in motion. Okay. My father was a P2 graduate. He was a tailor. But he was also a wise man. In Uganda, they call it Magezi Amazari. Magezi Amazari. And he taught me things like be honest, work hard, greet people. I mean, like that Magezi man, I just greeted him, we chatted when we were there. I didn't know that he would be now the one bringing me here. So what I usually tell people is treat people well, you just never know. Does that make sense? So if I had mistreated him or shown him a lot of attitude, if Elias had said, oh, there's this guy coming, he said, no, don't touch that guy at all. Don't invite him. So treat everyone the right way. Does that make sense? Especially for you network marketing. Again, don't do it just for business purposes. Just be a good human being. Anyways, he told me, greet your elders, which I upgraded to mean greet everyone. The other thing he taught me was that wherever you go, speak up. In Runyankore, there is a saying, those of you who don't understand Chinese, the English translation is, if the bird flies away without making any sounds, we assume that's a baby. Are you following? So meaning when you go somewhere, make your presence felt. So I grew up, most of my life I grew up in Omuzigo. And Muzigo, those of you who don't know, it's like one room, there was this space up to there. In between there's a curtain, and behind the curtain is where the VIPs sleep. Daddy and mommy. I know what it means to live on one meal a day. And a meal a day meant about 4 p.m. because that's between lunch and supper. I've been a victim of jiggers, I've been a victim of bedbugs, and I've had several challenges. I grew up with very low confidence and self-esteem, grew up hearing things like you're stupid, you're foolish, you never amount to anything, all sorts of things. But that wasn't just for me, even concerning my siblings. So I grew up feeling like a second-class citizen with shorts and holes at the back and, so all sorts of things. But by God's grace, made it through primary. I lost my mother when I was 9 years old. Oh, let's give Cheina another hand, by the way. He was doing a fantastic job as an SC. So Cheina, we are proud of you, so well done. So even though he looks like 23, I guarantee you he's way above 23 years old. It's because he's taking good care of himself, including taking Okata products. So, where was I? Yeah, I lost my mom when I was 9 years old. But luckily, I was doing well in school. Even though I had low confidence and self-esteem, I was doing well in school and made it through O-level. Then, O-level passed very well. My turning point happened when I was in senior 5. There was something called the Constituent Assembly debate. Those of you who are old enough, there was something that Usher did. There was a process that Usher did, the current 1995 Constitution. And could you be knowing that by any chance? When we had that debate? At least you look like you have older name. So each district had to send 2 representatives, and there was so they had to choose the best boy, the best guy, and the best lady below the age of 18. I participated in the debate, and what inspired me was, remember, my father said, wherever you go, do what? Speak up. Remember? Take it away from you. About 2 years ago, some fellow, duped me and lost lots of things, including my beaker and everything. But you know what? I still have my talent and gift. Are we together? So people can take things out, but they can't take away your skills, your knowledge, your attitude, and experiences, and talents most critically. So figure out that one out. So I discovered I had a gift. So now I participated in student politics, became a leader, and then shortly after that, my father died. So now I was official and orphan. Remember, he was a tailor. And when you're a tailor and you die, that's it. Income gone. So it's my father's friends who contributed money for me to finish A-levels, and by God's grace, made it to Makerere University on government sponsorship. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Those of you who are from a poor background, you know what that means, okay? And just to give you an idea, I'm the first graduate, not just from my family, but literally like the whole clan. Because the most educated person was called Uncle Abdul. In fact, you'd hear, Ogongana Kashoma, P7 graduate. So, those of you who don't understand Runyankore, the most educated person was a P7 graduate. Would look at him and say, that guy is educated. Like that was the epitome of education. So that was the most influential person we knew. So at the university, again, my father said, wherever you go, do what? Speak up. So I made myself very visible. Was participating, very active. Someone saw me and recommended me. That's how I represented Uganda at the Commonwealth Youth Forum in 1987. And I even met Prince Charles then, who is king now, on table number 17. I'll never forget the table number, okay? And I could have smartphones then, I would be bragging here with pictures. 98 was another turning point in my life. Someone was preaching about never giving up. And in my heart and spirit, I felt like God telling me, that's what we need in Africa, someone who can give people hope. So I asked this gentleman, I said, can you become my mentor and coach? He said, yes. So the late Dr. Gerard Serwaj is the one who taught me things like timekeeping, believing in yourself, goal setting, and all that. And I knew I had a gift in speaking, a gift in encouraging people. That's how I started declaring myself as a motivational speaker, way back in 1998. Those of you who are mature enough, you know we didn't have an industry called motivational speaking. And fast track, they have been in 25 countries, facilitated sessions for several organizations like you had in the list. I'm married to one wife who is a woman. and I have two beautiful, brilliant daughters, a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. So, of course, you had Mageza and I, our firstborns, were at the same time. I don't know how many he has. Me, I have two. Mageza, where are you? How many children? Oh, he has gone. How many children does Mageza have, Elias? 3, yeah. So, you see, if you really want to become productive, Okata products is the way to go. I mean, the guy already has 3, yet we started at the same time. So, boss, that's so. Over how many do you have? 4. Okay, you see, that's it. Those of you who have been wondering, Okata is the way. He has 4 already, and yet we both don't have hair. That's the secret, Okata. And I love what I do. I love speaking to people. When I hear people like Cheyune, and of course, Elias also used to attend the programs then under JNLD many years ago. And here we are. So I want you to turn, before I jump into the next segment of my presentation, which is now business and you, I've finished a piece about me. Turn to your neighbor. By the way, out of curiosity, how many of you feel like you know me better than how you knew me before I stepped on stage? By show of hands, like you know me now. You have an idea of who I am now compared to, okay, good. How many of us share our personal stories when you're selling? Okay, so this is what I want you to do. From now onwards, if you really, now, right, have you ever had that people buy from people they know, like, and trust? You've had that, good. Now, the quickest way for people you are, because remember, they buy you fast. So share your personal story. Find a way to, of course, you not have the benefit of the time I had, share this. Find a way to share your story within 2 to 3 minutes max before you jump into the product. So you meet someone and say, by the way, I know we've just met, you don't know who I am. Let me share with you a quick background to who I am. Then you share your story. Elias, it might be helpful in the future for me to come and actually train the team on how to share their personal story, because there's a science and a structure to the personal story, and also then the product. Now for you, product and company story. Stories are very important. So meaning, if I had something to sell, is it easier if I had just come and I was started selling, or after me sharing my story? Which one is easier? After the story or before the story? After the story. So find a way to craft your story. So once Elias brings me here to teach you how to share your story, make sure you attend as a must, because it will be priceless to you. So, I want to turn to your immediate neighbor. What did you learn from my personal story? This man is really smiling through and through. I like this man here. Oh, possibly it's because he's seated next to a beautiful lady. I don't know why. He's smiling. He's been smiling non-stop. But now I've discovered he's seated next to a beautiful lady. That's good. That's good. Please share with your neighbor. What did you learn from Ethan's story? Share with your neighbor quickly. Okay. Good. Thank you. Can I hear one or two people? One or two people. What did you pick from my story? Can I hear one or two people? What did you pick from my story? Let me listen to the lady first. I'm wondering. Do you want to listen to the lady or the gentleman? The lady. Yeah. Please stand. Please stand. This is the lady that is making this man smile non-stop.
Hello, everyone. What I've learned from his story, he has said whenever you go, you should speak up. When you speak up, people recognize your presence. Thank you so much.
Let's give her a hand. Because when you don't speak up, don't keep yourself invisible. If you're invisible, people will not know. So let me pick one gentleman now that I've heard from the ladies. I want to pick a gentleman. No. Okay, but surely if you don't see the gentleman, it will be unfair. Please stand. Stand. This is the man. See the smile. This is the man.
Okay, thank you very much. By the way, my name is called Mr. Excitement. I'm excited. Otherwise, I'm the one energizing. Okay, thank you very much. What I learned from your story, one thing is the smallest achievement or small step that you take in doing something successful can make you to determine what you are going to do in your life. From the point where you are able to represent your school to come to Kampala for the first time, to determine that I can also speak in front of people, I can also motivate people. Thank you very much. That's what I love.
Good, fantastic. And as for you, you know that you can even energize your neighbors. See me after here, you man. Smile. Uganda, Okata has people. Okata chika katako. Chino kukakata. Weka kate. Eo bakakase. Okata. And if you win, you even win a ticket on Qatar Airways. Because I know Elias is a generous man. Okay, good. So, here are some mindsets that can hold us back. Because I've been speaking, actually, Elias, what I didn't take, my first professional speaking engagement was before a network marketing company. And that was way back in 2003. My first gig, I was paid 100,000 Uganda shillings. Was paid by a lady called Juliet Pirira, I believe she could have, I believe, yeah. And that was 21 years ago. So I have a knowing, I know what works and what doesn't work. I've interacted with the topmost and to the lowest. So listen to me carefully. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. So here are some mindsets that can hold us back. Number one is fear. So that there are two forces that drive us, fear and love. So you can choose the energy of fear or the energy of love. So fear is anything that is negative. The moment you hold yourself back, that negative voice. In the African tradition, there's a saying that if there is no enemy within, the enemy out there will do you no harm. So the biggest challenge is that negative self-talk. You see someone, you're like, oh, that one looks like it's too high for me. I can't talk to them. Oh, that one may not listen to me. So be careful of that fear. It will hold you back. But love is anything that is positive. The love for family, the love for your dreams, the love for your greater future, the love for a positive future. So part of what can help you overcome fear is to remind yourself that this will not kill me. If you're not going to die, if something is not going to kill you, then you have every right to go and engage. Make sense? Yeah. Good. The second mindset is self-doubt. Self-doubt is discouragement from others. Now listen to me carefully, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of negative self-talk around network marketing. How many of us are below the age of 30? By show of hands. How many of us are below the age of 30? Below the age of 30? By show of hands. Put up your hand straight. So that's the majority of us. Let me tell you something. One of the best gifts you can give to yourself is to be part of network marketing. I will tell you why. Thank you. I will tell you why. Do not go into network marketing company to make money. Go there to benefit in terms of who you will become. It's not what you get out of it, it's what you will become. Because it will force you to talk to strangers. It will force you to overcome your fears. It will force you to talk to people you didn't have otherwise talk to. Unlike being locked in an office in that comfort zone, but then now you learn to go talk to strangers, talk to people, and engage with them. So the most important skill set in business is sales and marketing. And network marketing is the most brutal. You have to market. You have to sell. So there are 5 skill sets I always advise people to master, no matter what, that will make you thrive wherever you are. Number 1, sales and marketing. Because in life, it's about getting a yes or a no. And sales helps you to get a yes in life. So write these skills down, which will help you in your life. Sales and marketing. The second skill is leadership and management. Are you able to lead? I mean, we have great leaders. You're here because of the leadership team we have here. And one of the ways, by the way, in which you can build a team, for us who have teams, is have a way to uplift your colleagues. Say nice things about them. I was impressed by Magezi when he was taking me around the office. He had something positive to say about every person in the office. And you know, he has a lot of energy, and of course, he's from the Mufumbira area. Those mountains give them a lot of energy. And this one is great, is fantastic. IT, he has brains and he can lift things. This one, and he's like, hey, what did this man have for breakfast? But that's the key, leadership. So if the team wouldn't be here if we didn't have great leadership. Yes or yes? So that's number two, skill number two. The third skill is time management, stock productivity. Are you able to get the most out of your team? I mean, out of your time. The fourth skill is networking. Can you connect with people? Can you engage with people? Can you develop relationships? And in the business you're in, it's about relationships. Are we following so far? Okay. So, and finally, the other skill, which is to me is one of the most critical and the most important, is public speaking. Can you stand in front of people and command their attention? Because if you're able to speak in public and command attention, then number one, it builds your personal brand. Number two, it makes business, marketing, and sales very easy. Then now you can sell to crowds rather than one individual. There's a difference between just depending on one-on-one and the difference between when you're in front of people or when they're asking people to introduce themselves. Oh, by the way, my name is so-and-so, and I work with one of the top wellness companies or Qatar where I help people to not only become healthier, but also wealthier. I've introduced myself. Then someone will come and say, hey, by the way, I've given you a line on how to introduce yourself. Don't just say, my name is Joan, My name is John, so. But when you say, oh, my name is so-and-so, and I help people on how to become healthier and wealthier. But we can also find a way to modify it, because if all of you, you are to say, I help people to become healthier and wealthier. I help people to become healthier. No. Find a way. But find a way to market yourself. So please master public speaking. Okay. Cool. So self-doubt. I mean, discouragement especially. So there's a lot of negativity around the network marketing industry. But I'll tell you something. There is no industry which is bad per se. It's only people who make it bad. Show me any industry have people who behave negatively. I mean, we've had doing nasty things. Yes or yes? Does that make Christianity bad? No. It's certain individuals. That's one. Two is people can only be careful not to buy into people's self-limitation. When people are discouraging you, they are only setting their own limitations. So when they say, oh, that thing can't work, that business doesn't work, it cannot work, forget it. I know so-and-so has never gotten anything out of it. Yeah, but I've seen other people make it. I've seen people build apartments. Are there people you know who have made it? Yes. Then study who have made it. The problem is you sign up and then you're talking to your uncle. Do you think this thing can work? And your uncle like, mwana wange. Bizibu. Why? Yakulira mu bizibu. So all he knows is what? Bizibu. So you're there pursuing someone who all he knows is problems. And you can't blame them. They're only sharing what they know. Does that make sense? So you have to go to someone who has a different story, who has a different narrative that will uplift you. So before you listen for advice, ask yourself, do I like what they are doing? I mean, just go talk to Elias or whoever is like the chair. You need to talk to them. Then you will hear a different narrative. And finally, in terms of discouragement from others, is just hang around people who believe in you. Because you see, also besides the discouragement, there are also people who are discouraging you because they feel that if you leave them, If you succeed, they will not have another friend to commiserate with their problems. You know, they say that misery loves company. Now you are there high, so they enjoy that KD. But now once they hear you talking success, now like, I'm going to be alone. They will not come back. They will not work. So there are people who discourage you because they don't want to lose you. The other mindset is follower mindset. Let me tell you something. Over my 21 years of interacting with network marketers and listening to those who are succeeding and failing, successful people, they lead, they do not follow. I was listening to Elias who are chatting after that story. Were you sharing it with me when you were in the gym or outside the gym? How you started? After the gym, yeah. So we go to the same gym. And he told me how the company was in training and he started to open up his own training center. I believe that's the one, is it the one downstairs or this level? Okay, upstairs. So he opened up his own training center. He did not follow. He created, he chose to lead. He saw a need and led. So something I've shared many years ago that I learned many years ago is do not wait for permission to perform. Don't wait for permission. Some of us are waiting to be led. No, you are above 18. How many of us are above 18? All of us. But unless the child who came in here. But the moment you cross the age of 18, once you're voting age, take the lead for your life. But some of us are waiting. Because when are we meeting? I haven't seen anything on WhatsApp. They haven't communicated. By the way, bonus. Me over this bonus. Then we're in a meeting. Any suggestions? Anything? Then after the end of the meeting, now those things of Okata. Those products, me, I don't like. I wish the bonus they could do something nice. Now you're there complaining. In Uganda, the same work serera mukatale or you're kubo. Meaning they charge so much against you in the market, you don't say anything, but when you are walking, then you start grumbling. No. Tell them, do not grumble on the road. Say in the open. That's why I love Acholis and Bachiga. For you, they throw it to you. Naturally, if they don't like you, they will tell you. If they like you, they will tell you. In the open. Not an connection. They tell you a lot. I don't like those things. I don't like those things a lot. But me, I like that. So if we want to succeed, also when you're building teams, build it on the culture of transparency. Transparency and openness. Then let's not, in that sometimes we backbite. Okay. Next is competition. So what do I mean by competition? So the key thing is, part of the mindset that will kill you is to just focus on competing with your career. Oh, you're Njamulaga. No, compete against yourself. That's one. Compete you against yourself. Number two is instead of just focusing on competition out there, focus on making this the best company possible. The other mindset is rigidity. What do I mean by rigidity? Sometimes just being stuck into things work. Those things will not work for us. We have always done things this way. This is a new company, and therefore there's going to be so many changes. The leadership is going to be introducing so many based on what they are noticing. They might change the compensation plan. That's how organizations work. Please be cooperative. Don't start grumbling. But at the same time, this is a good time to propose what you want to see happen. Do not complain and whine. Propose. Go to the leadership team and tell them. And by the way, I'm speaking I was given free rein. This is not what Elias asked me to talk about. I don't say they asked. No, I know, and I've been doing business for the last 21 years myself, is that when the business still started, there are so many changes that happen together. So many things are going to change. So instead of grumbling and fighting, be flexible, cooperate. Let's build this together, because if it works, we all win. Yes or yes? Yes. Tell them and tell we all win. Let's work to win together. Yeah, so for like that we have indigenous leaders into this. Let's build their thing and make it happen, so that it can be known as having indigenous leaders who made things happen, rather than always depending on things that are originated by other people. Yes or yes? First of all, give yourselves a round of applause for believing in Elias and Magezi and the team and giving them that support. I really like that. Another round of applause, a louder one. I really like that. I like that. Good. The other mindset is scarcity syndrome. What do I mean? If you find, for example, that someone you are prospecting, your colleague has already gone there, then you give up. No. There are over 45 million Ugandans. Of course, not all of them are buying, but at least, who knows how, well, there are possibly over 5 million Ugandans that you could sell to. Hello? Are we together? Always believe that there is enough for everyone. The other mindset you have to be aware is get rich quick mentality. That's a big one in network marketing. And it's caused by two things. One, for us who are enrolling people, Kakati, we know in 1 week you start earning money. Yeah, these things happen. In fact, I'm told them. So you start, please do not give false promises. Hello? Hi. Hello. So just be honest and frank. Tell them, look, for those who work so hard and are focused, and they do it day and night, they see quick results. But if you don't work and you just sit, then nothing will happen. Does that make sense? Yes. So be honest with them. There are those who get quick results, there are those who get moderate results, there are those who get slow results, there are those who get none. It depends on you. But I can promise I will work with you. Depending on how much you want to work, me, I will support you. You see how you framed it there? So now it's not in you, now it's in their hands. Am I communicating? Good. So the key thing is we need to think not like tomatoes, but like a mango tree. Let me explain. How long does it take for a tomato to grow? 3 months. And after those 3 months, what happens? How many of you know of a tomato tree which has been there for the last 2 years? How about 1 year? None. Now, how many of us know of a mango tree that is over 10 years? By show of hands. So more than 10 years later, that mango tree is still feeding you and other people. Hello? Are we together? But how long does it take for a mango tree to finally give you the fruits? 3 years. So 3 years versus 3 months. That's long-term perspective. Give this business your 3 years of commitment. You work day in, day out. That is 1,000 days. If you give 1,000 days to anything, you will see results guaranteed. But the problem is we have a 3-month mentality instead of a 3-year mentality. Give it 3 years. I guarantee you, if you don't see results, I'll leave my contacts, come to me. I will refund all the money you put in this business. It has never happened in the history of mankind that you give something 1,000 days of concentrated focus, attention, intention, and action, and you don't see results. No. None. Never. Nada. It has never happened. Chikafue. But the problem is we have a get-rich-quick mentality. You see a guy like Elias driving a nice car, you're like, hey, just give me 3 months. Huh? Do you know what he went through? I mean, the guy is because I told you we've been neighbors for many years. Like, even when he's walking, it's like he's running. When he's driving, he's racing for years. And you think in 3 months. But give it 3 what? Years of focused attention. But there's something else I also discovered from one of the billionaires I was listening to. He's a very controversial character, so I won't mention his name. But this is what he said. He said that people wait for their lucky days. But he said, work every day to make sure that when that lucky day comes, you do not miss it. That's profound. I heard it last month. I was like, wow, this is deep wisdom. Work every day so that when your lucky day comes, you do not miss it. Christ talked about, was it the brides that they have to stay awake and that when the groom comes, they do not miss. You remember? Yes. Same thing. You don't know when the opportunity is coming. If you want to rise to greatness, did it rise to greatness? Yes. If you want to rise to greatness, then you have to rise up every day to work towards your greatness. It doesn't come by accident. I'm a soccer fan, an Arsenal fan for that matter. Now I know the Man U guys are like, relax. But in England, I support Arsenal. In Spain, I support Barcelona. But there's one guy I respect. I never supported any of the teams he has played for, and that guy is called Cristiano Ronaldo. Have massive respect for him. Not the teams he has played for, but massive respect for him as a human being and as a competitor. Why? The guy works every single day. When others are going to the bar, he's going to the gym. Even at the age of 17, others would be eating meat and all that. He was already selecting particular foods. He would eat fish, others are eating meat and drinking and all that. At the age of, as a teenager, he wanted to be the best in the world. At the age of 30, what now? 38? 39. 39 is still playing. Meanwhile, others will say, oh, 29, Akadi is old. For him at 39, he's still scoring goals for fun. Why am I using that example? To say, look, if you want to become the best of the best, you have to work for it. Hello? Hi. Hello. The other one is selling what you are not. That's the other mentality you have to be aware of. So, this is what I mean. What are the levels when you're joining? Just give me what are the levels when you're joining?
Having the starter, having the deluxe, having the superior, and the premium package.
Premium. Okay. The first one is?
Starter.
Starter. Okay. And the topmost? Premium. Listen carefully, ladies and gentlemen. If you sign up for starter, you will enroll and attract starters. You can't enroll as a starter and then you start enrolling premium. Because when you're talking about premium, then now you see generally premium, you get premium money. If you want to attract premium clients or superior people, then pay superior. Then when you're encouraging a person, you speak with authority. Does that make sense? So when I'm training people in the art of public speaking, there's what we call credibility. So you're listening to me because if I tell you I've been doing this for over 21 years, then you're like, okay, I can learn something from this guy. True or false? Yeah. So now here's the deal. If you are lying, someone will smell it. Become what you want to attract. We want superior clients, enroll for superior. Now, let me underline something. If you do not have money to pay for superior, that does not make you less of a human being. All I'm saying is aim for that. Are we together? Because you can always upgrade, right? Yes or yes? Yes, aim to upgrade. Say, okay, all I have now is starter, but I want to aim for the topmost package. Then give yourself a target and say, every month I'm going to upgrade, or every 3 months I'm going to upgrade. Then that way you'll start attracting high quality people. Am I communicating? Yes. That you cannot give what you don't have. Lastly, the last mindset, lack of integrity. Please do not lie. I like the fact that there are different products, slimming downs for stronger bones, for mind, and all this. I was joking with Elias. I said, I like the fact that you have different products. Those of you who have ever traveled in a bus, someone can, basebo ne banyabo sangisa okubalaba kati akacupa kano okolola tokyazaala omugongo gukuluma akacupa kano ojja kutereera olubuto lukuluma olubuto tokyatambula weesiya omubiri gukusiiwa nywa akacupa kano ojja kutereera tokyalina nviiri enjala tezikyakula egoni mu match tokyamalako nywa akadagala kano ojja. And then you're like, dude, this thing solves 30 problems in one bottle. Ate kano akacupa katwala ku mutwalo gwokka. Like, dude. So those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, you find someone selling one bottle in the bus and they tell you it solves like 30 ailments for only 10,000 shillings. For me, that's lack of integrity. So in the same way, please, when you're communicating to prospects or clients, tell them the truth. Don't say, this thing, I know it will work, definitely. Within 2 days, you'll see results. Because you're just aiming to get some money and off your run. No, that's not how life works. Be truthful. Say, you know what, that one, if you really want this, go for this one. So someone has a problem, but then they don't have money to buy what they should buy, and then you force them to buy something just for you to make money. No. Be honest. Am I communicating? Tell your team members the truth. When we talk about integrity, when you tell them, I'll be there tomorrow at 10 to train you, be there. Don't tell them you'll be there at 10 when you know you're not going to be there. Then you lose their trust. Then the team loses respect for you. Now, next time when you're talking to them, they will not listen to you. Hello? Am I communicating? So integrity is key. If people can't trust you, you're gone. I've been in this business for over 21 years, partly because when I tell people I'll be there, then I'm there. In my 21 years of this work, I've only missed one event because of something extra in 21 years of work, where I promised that I did not appear. It was something extraordinary that happened. Only once in my career. So moving forward, there are a couple of things that you need to remember. If not me, who? If not now, when? But before that, I want you to turn to a neighbor. Which mentality or attitude do you need to work on seriously? So write it down in your notebook. No, share with your neighbor, because I know some of us don't have notebooks. Share with your neighbor, what are the attitudes you need to work on tentatively? Not tentatively, what are the 2 attitudes you need to pay attention to? And Elias, if you may come for a minute. Elias, just a minute. So please stand to your neighbor and share. What is the 1 or 2 attitudes you need to take, or what have you picked so far from what I've shared before I jump into other nuggets? Please share quickly with your neighbor. Share with your neighbor now. So I had asked you for the attitudes and mentioned. These are the ones which were off my head that are typical. Is there something else that is that I need to highlight?
No, I think you touched most of them. The get rich quick mentality and all that. It's okay.
Okay, is there 1 or 2 that I haven't mentioned that you feel is affecting your team?
No.
Okay, Carl, thank you. You're the one who was dancing here. Eh? Congolese. Ah, bonjour. Comment ça va? Eh. Sangonini. Okay, good. Turn to him and tell them, well done. Okay, stretch your arms in your seat. Say, Say, O, Ka, Ta. Say, stretch again. Say, O. With a smile on your face, say, O, Ka, Ta. Here I come. Okay, do your foot stamps. You need to move some blood. And then hit your thighs, and say, oh. When I say go, say yes. Okay, then you hit them. Say, let's go. Oh, hit your thighs. Oh, let's go. Yes. Again. Oh, hit your thighs. Oh, let's go. Yes. Another one with more energy, maximum energy. Oh, with energy, let's go. Louder, let's go. Yes. Fantastic. So there are a couple of things you need to remember. Now, one, if not me, who? If not now, when? This is the time to start and engage. When I started being self-employed, the only thing I had was a laptop and a brain and a phone. Actually, I didn't even have a laptop. I had a phone and a brain. That's all the capital I had. In today's day and age, with access to YouTube, you have access to all the answers. If you can afford data of 1,000, which we can all have, then you have access to all the information you need to succeed. Unlike some of us who are born 19 Dadanyo. Success will be within your reach only when you start reaching out for it. Don't wait, you have to work for it. You see, the Bible says that God feeds the birds of the air. But guess what? God does not bring the food into the mouth of birds. The bird has to move out of the nest and go get the food. But for some reason, some of us Africans, we think that someone is going to bring food into our mouth. You have to get out of the nest of your bedroom, the nest of your office, the nest of your comfort zone, the nest of your whatever you want to call it, the nest of your friends, and go look for business by reaching out for it. In terms of self-motivation, there are a couple of things. Number one, you have to have a sense of satisfaction with who you are. Say, you know what? This is who I am, and I have to move forward. Number two, initiative. Meaning you find a way to do something. You don't wait. Do something. I would encourage all of us. How many of us are on LinkedIn? Okay. So it's a good page to be part of where professionals hang out. Go on LinkedIn, create content. So I'm actually now creating content. I'm on a 1,000 days content creation challenge. And I'm already on day number 115, meaning every day I post something. I would encourage you to search for my name, Musolini. Follow me when you see my content, like, comment, and all this. But the thing I do is that I had there is the article I wrote, I believe 2 days ago was, don't just sit there, do something. Don't just sit there. Do what? Do something. At least go somewhere and talk to people. Let me give you another trick. When I was in my late 20s, when I just started out, I would go to Sheraton and sit. I would find 5,000, go sit. Buy water or soda, because that's what I had. Then I had my business cards. Then I would go. Then people would come and say, "Do you like to eat something?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay for now. This water is okay for now. I'm fine. No, just give me some time." Then I would introduce myself to people. And then I got business. So, of course, now I can comfortably sit there and take whatever I choose to take. But then that's what I used to take. So, it is initiative. Create something. Don't just sit. Do something. Because then it's how you will meet people, how you engage people. Because I will tell you, when you go to these nice places, that's why you find nice potential people. There's someone we met, I introduced that guy to Elias, and I mean, he's a well-connected guy across the world, and we are going to do business together. But if I had not gone, I wouldn't have met him. Next, self-confidence. Believe in yourself. No one is going to bestow that confidence upon you. You have to believe in yourself. And one of the quickest ways to believe in yourself is to remind yourself that God created you and you're created in God's image. And if you're created in God's image and God is great, then that means you are what? Great. Okay, so this is reminding me to start concluding. So self-confidence. Believe it. Tell them and tell them you are a child of God. Believe in yourself. Because God believes in you. If God did not believe in you, you wouldn't be here. And that's all you need to know. Tell them and tell them that's all you need to know. And by the way, neighbor, I am carefully made. You don't know where I'm headed to. Treat me like a VIP. Because I know I am. In God's name, I know I am. And so it is. Give yourself the applause, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to believe in yourself. And know that you don't have to wait for these convoys. You don't have to wait for titles. All you need to know is that you are God's ambassador here. You're not here by accident. You're seated in that seat for a particular reason. And the reason must mean that there is something greater and ahead waiting for you out there. And you are born for greatness. You're born to rise to greatness. That's a good title. That's a great theme. That we are meant not to be followers but leaders. We are not meant to be borrowers but lenders. Therefore, in God's image and wisdom, you were created for greatness. And remember, I don't care what I'm saying or how you're interpreting what I'm saying. Right now, what I'm saying, you might be saying, oh, but what are you saying? What are you saying? Let me tell you something. God's delays are not his denials. Just because you haven't gotten there doesn't mean you will not get there. If you're alive and kicking, you will get there. If you're still alive and kicking, you are not yet done. You're not yet done. You can only be finished on your last day once you go down under. But when you're still springing up, you can breathe and you have a breath in you. A breath in you is the breath of God. A breath on you is the breath of God. If your heart is beating, that is God beating in you, giving you a breath. Every second, God is giving you a breath, a chance to say, come on. Come on, girl. Come on, go, go, go. Come on, boy. Come on, go, go. Come on, go, go, go. My beloved son, go, go, go. To whom I love so much. Come on, go, go, go. Every second, God is giving you and I a chance, but we forget that. And we only focus on our problems, our challenges, our missed calls, our divorces, our no's and all this. And I'm saying to you, no, every second God is giving you another chance, another chance, another chance, another chance. Let's use it, rise to our greatness. Let's use it, let's use it, let's use it. There's a certain lady I coached and trained her several years ago. There's a secret I gave her that she now sells products. Those of you who have gone to Hotel Africana, there's a lady who is always selling health products there for years. This is what she told me. Said, Ethan, Ethan, there's a secret you told me. I said, what's that? She said, next. You told me, next. This is what I mean. In sales, there are a couple of no's and what? Yeses. That's the game. If you ask enough people, some will say yes, most of them will say no, and some will say yes. So assuming the law of average, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are 10 minus the camera person. So out of 10 people, every 10 people, someone will say what? Yes. And most of them will say no. So every time you hear a no, it means you're getting closer to a what? A yes. He says, you're getting closer, assuming the yes is the other end. He says, I'm getting closer to a what? Yes. He says, I'm getting closer to a what? Yes. So here's the trick. So how do you keep yourself going? When he says no, you say next. Says no, he said next. Says no, then he said next. He says no, he said next. Then he says no, he said next. And before you know it, like he says, yes, you're like, yeah, I've been waiting for you, girl. Where are you? Say hallelujah. One of the favorite words you will need to tell yourself is the word what? Next. Having said that, every time you hear no, you also analyze. How can I have more yeses more than the no's? I'm not saying that every time you hear no, say next. Never stop to analyze. Next. Okay, next. You also need to analyze so that you can have more yeses than no's. Yes or yes? Are you following? Tell him and tell you better say yes or I will say next. The other key thing is positive thinking. That as a man thinketh, so is he. In Luganda, there is a saying, Bolulimi Rutonzi, that the tongue creates. Some of us declare negativity. Ebintu bizibu. Abantu tebalina sente, there is no money. What do you mean there is no money when people are building buildings, skyscrapers? I overheard someone say, that money is just not in your home, but it is somewhere. Hello? Am I communicating? So the money is always there. But when you hear that money, it's not like money finally, it is hidden underground. No. It's just that someone convinced you and took it away somewhere else. So your job is to look for it. So now, I usually advise people that even if you don't have money, never declare that I am broke. Because declaring I am, anything you say after I am, because God says never use my name in vain. Moses also, I am who I am, meaning I am is the name of God. Anything you say after I am is powerful. When you say I am broke, then the chances of you staying broke are very high. Instead of saying I am broke, say I am looking for money. I'm looking for creative ways to generate money. Or I am working hard to find more customers. I'm not lying that you say, oh, I have money when you don't have it. No, all I'm saying is I'm looking for money. So you're creating, you're declaring something. Become your best prophet. Some of us are our worst prophets. Karenzi, me, I don't know why you keep saying no. Me, I don't understand why my team members keep disappearing. Part of the problem is your language, your attitude. Some of us, the way you are looking at me, I can tell the energy is not right. I know some of us are from problematic areas, and so don't bring your visible here. And I'm saying it with all the goodwill and good intention. My background, it's a challenging one. But some of us are beaten, right? And then you say, Okata wellness. Wellness. This works. This works. It will help your mind, super omega. It will help your brain to focus. I swear. Thank you. And someone is like, if that is the super focus, you don't look focused because your eyes are already like this. Turning. So you have to energize yourself. I was talking to a gentleman, he's the corporate affairs, the chief of corporate affairs at UNOC, a national oil company. He's called, what's his name? Oh God, help me get the name. The name will come. You can check online. Corporate affairs. And he's a friend of mine. It's just, the name will come. So we're at the gym at Sheraton, and he said, I said, how are you? I said, oh, you look very vibrant. I like how you're looking. And then, so please someone check for me. Those of us who are on LinkedIn, you can search for Ethan Musolini. I need to get the names that you also follow him. He's a good guy. Then search for type corporate affairs, chief of corporate affairs, get his name. Search, I mentioned the names that you hear it. So he said, oh, has someone seen it? Chief. Almost. Okay. So this is what he told me. He said, I said, oh, you always look very vibrant. You always look very positive. And this is what he told me. He said, you have to show up for yourself. You have to show up for who? For yourself. He said some people, they will go out there to impress others, to say certain things to impress others. But you know what? Every day, energize yourself. Show up for yourself. Do things that make you happy, that make you feel good. One of the reasons I like sitting in 5-star areas because the environment is good. Even the people who serve you, they are like happy to see you. They come with a 5-star smile. Have you ever gone somewhere with your money, you're hungry, but someone looks at you and they look angry? And it's like you're doing them a favor to come and buy from them. Has that ever happened to you? It's because you're that is when you go to 1-star, 2-star areas. But when you go to a 5-0-star, but when you go to 5-star areas, you're treated different. So I do it because it makes me feel good. The tea will not be for 3,000, it will be for 15,000. Same tea. But then the way you are treated is different. I do it because I will feel different. Am I communicating? Yes. So do it for yourself. Has someone got the name? Yes, Tony Otoa. Thank you very much. Such Tony Otoa. He's a good friend of mine. So for some reason, the name disappeared. Tony Otoa said, show up for yourself. He said, I have to show up for myself. So he's always positive. When he's smiling, he always has a very vibrant smile. Not even a 5-star smile. It is a 7-star smile. 7-star smile. So if he was in business, he would be knocking things out of the park. He said, you have to show up for yourself. So meaning he has to psych himself up, to look good, to feel good. Because remember, people buy you first. But if you're there, you're negative, they will want to run away. Some of us, you walk, you're like, you're beaten. Even when you're beaten, pretend like things are fine. Sometimes I don't have money in my pocket. People ask me, and how are you? I'm like, I am outstanding. How are you doing? I'm here. Because people don't care about your problems. And you're here to sell solutions. You're here to sell wellness, not bitterness. Those who don't know what I've just talked about, it has landed. You're here to sell what? Wellness and not bitterness. That some of us are bitter with our friends, bitter with someone who hasn't paid you money. You're bitter with your pastors, with your sheikhs. You're bitter with your ex-girlfriend. You're bitter with your ex-boyfriend. You're bitter with whoever. You're bitter with the distributors. You're bitter with your neighbors. You're bitter with you're here, you're walking with bitterness, and then you're here. Hey, I'm here to sell wellness. Wellness. And they are seeing bitterness. They will not buy from you, I swear. You're seeing like that area's guy always smiling. I can guarantee you, you see in geography, it says that the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. No. In business, the higher you go, the hotter it becomes. Because the problems are bigger. Some of us are worried about paying the rent for 50,000. You know how much the rent here is alone? He has to pay. Am I communicating? Yes. But he knows he has to psych himself up. He has to show up for himself. Where is that magazine man? His background is low. You say, hey, good day, hey, good to see you. What? He has issues also. I can guarantee you. Chief of operations. There are problems, but they choose to keep those on the side and say, you know what? I have to show up with wellness. Give me a wellness smile. Give me a wellness smile. How many of us are single, by the way? How many of us are single? Single. Please put up your hand. Single and searching. Single. Okay. Now, for you already have someone, a neighbor. No, she has refused that I want someone better. When I say peperere, you say pe. Peperere. Here is the trick. If you're single, you want the trick? Yes. First of all, how many of us would want, if you're single and you rather have someone who is happy and well? Put up your hand. Happy and well. Good. So then you have to be that wellness. You can't be there. Me, I want a happy man. Someone who is very, very bright. Or me, I want a happy lady who is very, you will not get that one. Because they will see you, they see bitterness, they run away. So be happy. Positive. Now, the other one is positive attitude. What do I mean by positive attitude? Always look for the positive side of things. For whatever happens, choose to think that it is. The world is. You see, negative people think that everything that is happening is conspiring against them. Positive people think that everything is conspiring for them. When there is a delay, so for me, when something happens and it delays, I always tell myself, oh, there must be a good reason for that. There must be a good reason for that. Oh, God knows. Either God is protecting me against something or God is taking me towards something. When an opportunity doesn't work through, I take it, oh, God is just creating space for a bigger one. When a prospect doesn't say yes, don't be bitter. Say, you know what, thank you, God bless you. Then in your head, say, no, God, I know you're preparing me for a better one. Show me who that is, and I'm ready for them. That's positive attitude. Some of us, and positive attitude also means that always look for the positive side of it. Some of us are here, when there is no training, you complain, they bring training, but now we are here, the training is taking a long time, I don't understand, they're not giving us any tea, what, tea, you take your own tea. Even when I was coming, I had my own tea because I wasn't sure of finding it here. you go ask Magezi, I carried my tea here. Because before I could finish it, he came. So I asked this guy, I said, can you put it for me and take a cup? And here I am. So take it. But the water. Applause, yeah? The water I did not carry. Even Elias carried his own cup of tea. Elias, you came with your own tea, right? I saw Elias with his own cup of tea. So in life, take care of yourself. Look for people to care for rather than being cared. If you want to become a leader, care for other people. If you brought someone else here, if you have someone, buy them samik, buy them sumbusa. Stop complaining. Kale company yandibadde tuwaayo kachaayi. Kale ne batutuuza wano olunaku lulamba wadde akalusu twina. Don't even have water. Let me ask you a question. Someone invests a fortune. Do you not have such products to be approved by the US government? What it takes? Do you know? This is not aloe vera from the one we have on the market here. And there's nothing against aloe vera. I take it. Hello, am I communicating? This is not aloe vera. You go in the garden and you crush. They take chinuko. And then you package. This is not it. The professionals themselves, you have to be paying them like tens of thousands of dollars per month. When I say tens of thousands, that's like over 70 million per month. Just 20,000 minimum. And I haven't asked this because I'm aware of the market. This guy is minimum per month. And it takes a long time. This is not something you produce in 1 month. Are you following? Yes. Then you have to pay URA. Then you have to get approvals. Then you have to pay rent. Then you have to pay these lights and all this. This is the hundreds of millions of shillings per month spent. Those guys you see them not growing hair. There is a reason. There is a reason. Because they are overthinking. So when they are thinking there is heat burns the hair. The heat is burning the hair because the thought process every per second is super high. But now, meanwhile, for you are going, 1,000 shillings, 10,000 shillings, you can't spend that. But someone has spends hundreds of millions per month to create an opportunity for you. Am I communicating? Yes. So how is God going to bless you to build a bigger team for yourself so that you can open your own training center? Dear Lord, I thank you. I bless whoever the leaders are, those with big visions, to go and open training centers, to go and open new countries, to go and open new opportunities. to build things that are even bigger than Elias's team right here, to build and expand, because we know we are meant to expand. This is a vision you gave Elias and team and whoever it is. There is a reason you gave it to us. You gave us this opportunity. We thank you. Bless all those who have that vision to lead, to create new grounds. Bless them with the resources, with the people, with the energy. And those who do not haven't called the vision yet, give them the vision, give them the energy, give them the resource, give them the leadership skills. We thank you, we bless you, we honor you, we appreciate you for God victorious, territory conquering perspectives and businesses and energy. We thank you, we love you, we bless you, we honor you. In Jesus Christ's holy name we pray and believe. Elias, you and your team really, God loves you so much. I'll tell you why. There are some things I've spoken here that I've never spoken in my 21 years career of speaking. I swear to you. Like that prayer I've said, I've never said, there are some things I've saw. Back to what I believe in. If you want to grow, use what you have now. Not complaining about what you lack. When Moses came across the Red Sea and the Egyptians were chasing him and the Israelites, what did God ask? What do you have? And Moses said, I have a staff or a stick. Then God said, use that staff or stick, strike it in the Red Sea, the waters will part and you'll cross. I'm here to tell you that you're here asking God for miracles. And I'm here to tell you that the miracles is seated in that chair right now. You're asking God for blessings, and God is asking you, what do you have? Opa, Okata. That's the opportunity you have. And God is saying, use it, strike the Red Sea of poverty, strike the Red Sea of doubt, strike the Red Sea of negative generations, strike the Red, and I'll part the waters. I will take you to the promised land of wellness and wealth. Many years ago in my late 20s, I met a professor from Chambogo University. And he said the word capital is from the Greek word capitas, which means head. So when someone's head is chopped off, you hear the word the head was decapitated, meaning the capital was chopped off. Head meaning the capacity to think. So your capital is the capacity to do what? To think. If you have a brain, you have enough capital. Tell them and tell me you have enough capital. Touch your name and say your capital is right here. So if you have health, you understand English or French like my Congolese brother here, or you understand, yeah. Whether it's French or English, but you can go to YouTube, you are a million miles ahead of my aunties and uncles who don't even understand English. Are you following? So you have everything you need. And then for how many of us are just coming to listen to the opportunity? Like you haven't yet signed up. By show of hands. You haven't signed up yet? Put up your hand. Put up your hand, put up your hand, put up your hand. Okay. Those of you who haven't signed up, I believe there are no accidents in life. There's a reason you are here. Listen to whoever brought you carefully. And Okata shall take you to the promised land of wealth and wealth. The other one is willpower. Say willpower. Willpower, you decide and say, I will make it no matter what. The other one is introspection. You need to reflect and say, what worked? What did not work? What do I need to change? So you need to have that introspection. The other one is continuous evaluation. Keep checking. What is working in our team? What do we need to change? Ask your name, ask your team. As a team leader, ask your team, what do we need to change? Next, dedication. Put in a couple of hours every day. Say, you know what? Every day when I wake up, I will read, I will work I'll make phone calls, I'll visit, I'll check through my list of prospects, I'll follow up between, let's say, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'll be doing nothing but following up. And finally, continuous learning. That, that readers are leaders. Huh? Leaders are readers. Either way, doesn't matter. But read, consume information, listen to audios. And now for some of us who were born many years ago, you had to go and spend tens of thousands of shillings to secure a book. Now with internet, you can access all this information per day for free, so long as you have 1,000 shillings of data per day. Are we together? So learn every day. One of my mentors, Les Brown, his mentor said that when you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. So some of us, you're there watching Agatari Kung Fu, you're just there just listening to gossip. Now when you meet someone sophisticated, you have nothing solid to share, to talk about. So we're talking about how I met Magezi there at the back. So when we met at Colorado Hospital, we had some useful things to talk about. We would engage. And for some reason, even after that, there's a time even when we meet during immunization time, I remember. So we had something to talk about, something useful. But you're there, they're asking about what the inflation, you're like, inflation, in fact, my tire inflated. Start asking what if questions. Here's a question for you. If you can't do it, don't stand in the way of those who are looking forward to accomplish it. Some of us are too negative, you're discouraging other people. Like, you know what? I was thinking of going to Kabale, to enroll. Like, Kabale, it takes a whole day, and Machiga difficult, and in the mountains, the hills. Now you start discouraging people. Please tell them, if you can't do it, don't discourage me. Tell them, if you can't do it, don't discourage me. Me, I'm ready to rise to my greatness. In terms of networking, this I'm going to be very quick because my time is up. Number one, know your goals, because that will guide your efforts. Number two, actively reach out to potential stakeholders or partners, whether it's on social media, send some LinkedIn messages. Don't go to meetings, go. But when you go when you're dressed nicely. And when I say nicely, sometimes you might be living where there's dust. That doesn't mean you enter the room with dust. No, before you enter the meeting, go to the bathroom, get some TP, clean your shoes, wash your face, freshen up. Because I used to put on suits from Owino, but I would make sure that they are properly ironed. Are you following what I'm talking about? So that you show up in a very good manner and style. So build genuine relationships, build through trust and credibility. And by the way, it's okay if someone is asking for a solution and Okata can't provide it, it's okay to recommend them to something else. Am I communicating? That way you would have built a relationship. The other key thing is continuously evaluate. Am I getting value from where I'm networking from? If you're always going to that Kafunda for pork for the last 1 year, have you gotten any business or you only spend? Okay. So continuously evaluate. Where are you getting business and leads? Stay informed. You need to keep abreast. Now, when I say informed, again, this is a double-edged sword. I do not typically watch news. Let them come and train your team on how to close. Now, for you could be brilliant at prospecting, go and train them on how to prospect. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. So they may not be your upline, but it's okay to collaborate. Am I communicating? Yes. Good. In terms of skill sets, there are certain skill sets you need to master. Number one, communication skills. That means writing and speaking. And when communication, it's not just about speaking and writing. It's also how you dress, how you walk. Even when you're walking, walk like you have life. Okay? Walk like you have life. When you enter the room, walk like you have life. But some of us, you enter the room, I've seen people, they come like they are begging for space. They walk, too humble. And someone is like, who is that? And then you are there to say, Okata. You're like, Okata Chigwe. So, communicate in terms of how you speak with energy. When you're speaking, speak with energy and passion. The other one is focus. What do I mean by focus? Some of us are here now, but you're already in another network marketing company. One leg is here, another one is there. So you are like this. Huh? So even when you are speaking, you're telling someone, okay, if this one doesn't work for you, okay, there's this other one. Now the prospect is like, now you, where are you? Obuza, okata sikutegeera mwana, chichi, cheganye. So you need to do what? To focus. You see, business is like marriage. I've been married for 13 years now. I'll be making 14 in January. But I wouldn't have made it then if I was like, I see that. Some of us are like that in network marketing. The other product is hot. The marketing plan is that one. The marketing plan is good. That one versus sura mangu mangu. There you can even get a loan. Then you're all over the place. No, focus on one thing. Passion and continuous effort means you have to do it with energy. You have to love what you're doing. That's what we mean by passion and energy. Negotiation and persuasion. Learn how to sell. I can't emphasize this enough. And I'll be talking to Elias and Tim and Magezi and to see how I can help you to sell even better. But for now, learn how to persuade people. How do you negotiate? Number one, follow up and relationship fitness. When I was starting out because I decided to be self-employed in 2003. So around 2005, I started pursuing a prospect. That was Uganda Telecom then, not the UTL now. By then, it was really, really hot. So I went to this lady, I said, can I train your team? He said, come next month. I would write in it. Come after 3 months, I would go back. Come after 2 weeks, I would go back. It took me 1.5 years to close that deal. 18 months. But some of us, after 18 days, you give up. Don't give up. Sometimes people, gamba sale come at the end of the month, they are targeting salary. Then when it comes, then they find Momo has chopped off the money automatically because they had a loan. They're like, come next month. Then before you know it, that money goes. You have to stay in the game. You have to stay around. You know, this is on a lighter note. So I was at an event recently, and there's this gentleman, he was saying, he's an old man, he's like, by the way, for me, when I'm pursuing a lady, I don't give up. I don't get angry. When she says no, I don't get angry. I just stay around. Then he said, one day, it will happen. So in the same way, when you are pursuing a prospect, just do what? Stay around. Now when I say stay around, I'm not saying you stay around their gate. They will chase you. Like security, trespasser. Staying around means keep checking in. And when I say stay around, it might mean, doesn't mean you're always selling. They might tell you, oh, I love soccer. Then send them a story about soccer. Oh, by the way, I found this. Or they could be that you find there in HR, say, oh, I found this good article about human resource. You send them the article. You wait after 2 weeks, you discover something, they're like, hey, birthday, my child has been struggling with this. Oh, by the way, I found this article about how to help your child with education. Are you following what I'm talking about? Yeah. You just do what? You stay around. So following up doesn't mean just always selling. Following up also means adding value. Hello? Am I communicating? You add value. Don't just look for ways what you can get. By the way, that's an attitude that will take you to a high level is this. Please write this one down. Focus on giving rather than taking. Become a giver, not a taker. Some of us are focused on taking. You see, one of the reasons, in my view, the biggest reason, it's an assumption, and Elias, you can correct me if I'm wrong. One of the biggest, I believe it must be the biggest reason why Elias succeeded in the previous business and why he will also succeed in this, is he focused on giving first, training people. He said, I want to train my people. That was what? Giving. And some of you are here because Elias gave you. he invested in you. How many of you feel like Elias invested in your previous life? And I'll follow that guy. By show of hands. Put up your hand. Put up your hand. Straight. Look around the room. Look around the room. Keep your hand up, but look around the room. That's it. You know he is a giver first. That's a formula. So in the same way, you give to your clients. Give them something. Add value to them. Utilize time wisely. Speed of execution. Meaning if there's something to do, there's a business I lost because I did not respond to my email in time. Someone calls you, you don't respond, they will follow someone else. Because there's another network marketing company which can provide similar product, and they might be weaker product, but because someone acts quickly, they win that deal. Am I communicating? Yes or yes? So, this one, in terms of business, remember you're building a what? You're building a what? A business. Stretch your arms, say say O, Ka, rising to my greatness. Okay, let's do a foot stamping. Say oh, let's go. Yes, one more. Oh, foot stamp. Hit your thighs. Let's go. Yes. So let me conclude with my business story. Number one, in terms of success, in 2004, I asked myself, if I pass on, what happens to the business? That's how I formed Success Africa. So you need to think about business beyond you. Hello? Am I communicating? Build other people. In 2006, I had a huge team because I had won a deal worth either 20 or 25,000 US dollars, which was a lot of money, still a lot of money today. So then I had many people and all this. But then I didn't know that in consulting and training, businesses like this can go like this. So what I'm saying is, if you choose to open up a training center, which I know some of us are going to, please don't start with this mega space like this. You will break. Have a big vision, but start small. Are we together? So what do you need now? So keep a big vision, but start with what you can. It's called minimalism. In 2008, I started publishing I started a column in the Monitor newspaper called Succeeding. And it gave me visibility. Visibility is very important. Now, not all of us can go into Monitor, but now there is something called social media, a free publishing platform. So when you go there, publish something useful. Some of us, you're just good at sharing naked pictures, negative stories, celebrities. No, share something useful. Share a quote, share something positive, because then when someone goes to your social media page, they see something uplifting. Does that make sense? You know, like this man, he was dancing, you know, he seems to be a good man. You know, just share. Hello? Hi. So visibility is very important. Then in 2011, I was literally closing business down because our income was this small and the expenses were this big. So my partners said, you know what, we better close. And I told them, look, you guys have jobs somewhere. For me, this is my dream. This is my calling. So I decided to hang in there, and we are still running. So you must have a bigger reason why you are in the business. Otherwise, there will be tough times. But why are you here? You have to have reasons. Is it to take care of your family? Is it to impact lives? What is it? And the bigger the reason, the bigger the opportunity and the bigger the chances of you succeeding. And now, 2019, when COVID hit, I was actually doing classes online, giving back to community, and checking in with my team on a daily basis. So meaning, even in tough times, with your team, check in on a daily basis. Find a way to give them. Find a way to give something to society. It may not be to do what Elias is doing, but it could be to something positive, something you learn. It could be, oh, you know what? Hi, by the way, with this day and age, with the phone, you can say, hi, by the way, I was reading this book, and it taught me about the power of positive thinking. And so I'm encouraging you, stay positive, man. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Trust me, that word can encourage someone. Am I communicating? Yeah, so there you're adding value. The social media, TikTok and all this. Momentum. So again, 2021, because COVID really hit so hard, some of my best team members, they had to leave because they had families. Some of them had mentored them for 5-10 years and they left. But that's life. But you know what? Because I built a brand over time, I kept moving on. So sometimes it's your name which will keep you going no matter what. So build a good name. And now it's not about, it's about building a legacy. What value can I add? So I knew, and then you keep going on our obligations. We had to pay clients and all this. And because if you don't pay and you don't take care of the challenge of your obligations, life will catch up with you. So please, if some of us owe people some money and you see their phone, you hide, you change your numbers and you do what? Some people, sometimes I'm like in, you hear people, that mobile money, don't send it on this line, it has a problem. And typically a problem means they owe money to Airtel or Momo. Have you noticed that? It is not happen until these loans seem. So honor your obligations. Okay? So now I'm in launching, and because life there's valleys and cycles. So now I'm in the rebuilding stage. It's been a challenge, but I love what I do. So I also have to add that spirituality is the ultimate sustainability. Pray to God, seek divine guidance. So I pray to God every day. And I'm teaching my daughters to do the same every single day. Say the Lord's Prayer. When things are tough, say, God, show me the way. Teach me through this. Give me the grace. Give me the energy. Read your Bible. Read your Quran. Read whatever spiritual text you have. We are spiritual beings hang in there. But what I would like to add is hang in there. Business is tough, but it's worth it. It makes you, there are a couple of things that will make you a better human being. Number 1, business. Number 2, marriage. Number 3, parenting. Those three, they always show up the best of you or the worst of you. If you can thrive in those 3 as a parent, as a spouse, as a businessman or business, trust me. So, some of us are not yet married, but you have a business opportunity. It will bring the best out of you, but at least you'll become a better human being. Yes or yes? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to turn to your immediate neighbor and share. But I have to, this spirituality part, I know I said it earlier, but I want to highlight it again. You are here by divine appointment and assignment. There are no accidents in life, period. Take your presence here seriously. Take your upline seriously. Someone is waiting for one of those products. Someone is waiting for you to succeed such that they can believe in God more. You are someone's hero or heroine. They are looking up to you. Do not disappoint them. People are waiting for you. Do not disappoint them. Keep going. Things are tough, but don't give up. It's called life, it's called business. Keep going, no matter what. Thank you. Boss, kindly also take a picture of me so that my wife knows I was somewhere doing serious things. Because I didn't tell her that I'm coming here. And my daughters, they will also want to know. Daddy, where were you? Okay, so, am I communicating? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to turn to your immediate neighbor and share. What did you find most useful in this presentation? And how are you going to implement the lessons moving forward? In your life, in your business, in your way of being. Please share with your immediate neighbor before I conclude. Share. What did you find most useful? And what are you going to do differently moving forward? Okay? Now, and then, so in terms of sources, you can see, if you want to know more about my coaching, I coach people in different areas. Those are my contacts. You can go to ethanmusolini.com/coaching. Those are my contacts. Those are some of the subjects I talk about. Follow me on social media. Go to Ethan Musolini. Search for Ethan Musolini. You can follow me on LinkedIn and the like. Please do that. Before we move out, please let's, because I can see people moving out, please do not move out. I want to conclude here. And then if you need training, I have online programs. You can go to South Africa. We do trainings in from team building to communication skills and the like. I coach people one-on-one and the like. So I also have a program on executive communication and public speaking. So I would encourage you to check those things out. So because I can see people are moving out, let's stand and first say these things together before I invite Mr. Cheyune. Who's coming next? Is it Cheyune or Elias? Cheyune. Okay, let's stand and say these words together. First of all, can we give Elias and team a huge round of applause for creating this opportunity for us? And a round of applause to yourselves for playing full out, for taking this. And a bigger round of applause to God for making us stay alive and keep going. Let's say these words there. Say, I am a leader. I choose high performance. I choose to invest in people. I choose to invest in myself. I choose excellence. I'm a force for God. I'm a force for good. I'm a positive force for Okata. I'm a force for greatness. I choose to rise to my greatness. Say, I choose greatness. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. May the good Lord bless you. May the angels be ahead of you, behind you, left, right, and center to conquer the territories you are born to conquer, to live on purpose and do greatness and rise to the greatness. And at this particular moment, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Cheyune!
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Ethan Musolini. And I believe he has done a great job, not only for you, but also for your visitors that are here already, isn't it? Let's give him a big